Hey, welcome back to Dad Life Chess. This is Joel. It is time for my daily training game. Actually, I played a 10-minute game earlier today, but now we're recording one. So, all right, looks like we have black today. E4, best by test, they say. Got to play my Scandinavian. I've been studying this Queen A5 line quite a bit. We'll see if I can get a good position here. Common is bishop c4. Ooh. I think I can go here. Yeah, I can go here. And if he plays bishop c4, the line that I'm looking at is here. And this move, I believe I can just drop back. The truth is, I actually struggle with some of these critical lines. I used to play the queen d8 Scandinavian, but I'm trying to really learn these queen a5. And honestly, this setup with the bishop on d2, it's always tricky because there's a lot of ways that black can sometimes, yeah, exactly, trap the piece or cause issues. So yeah, here I think I'm just gonna have to drop back, and now obviously he takes. I'll be on this, but okay, I'm okay with this structure. Um, sometimes I'll get something like this in knight c6 and then castles queenside. Um, okay, so my opponent stops that. I want to say this is a good move. Well, I'm doubting that today's game will be as explosive and as exciting as yesterday's game with the three brilliant moves. However, I was told by someone, talk about deflating, but I was told that chess.com changed the way that they calculate brilliant moves, because I'm like, brilliant moves were like impossible to come across. What I'm looking at here is here and here. Oh, sorry, here, and if he just pushes, um, it's better to play c6. I think I'm gonna go here, and if push, I can also go here. I can castle. We're gonna put some pressure on the d4 pawn. But yeah, basically, I guess chess.com changed the way that they calculate brilliant moves, and now they're just giving them out like candy. So, you know, humility comes crashing down when you realize that. Okay, so now I feel like my opponent's castling queenside. They're making all indications of such. So my thought is to perhaps. Okay. I'm thinking I'm doing a waiting move by bishop e7. Maybe bishop d6, actually. Is it push? I don't know. Hmm. I could play bishop b4. It's an interesting idea. Bishop h6, stopping the castle. They just push. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't really feel like castling queenside yet, because then it's just like they can just start rolling their pawns on me. I'm way behind on time, per usual. This is not a good move. I can already feel it. I'm just going to go on record by saying that that's a not good move, because I'm just basically leaving my bishop in no man's land. Yeah, and they're pushing. Yeah, we kind of saw this. I do have this. That's an issue, maybe. My opponent can go here, maybe. Then I'm on this. This is an interesting. This is an interesting situation here. Perhaps my opponent has. Oh, that's a threat. That is a threat. And yes, that's a pain. So I feel like I now need to just castle. And if my opponent takes here, I take here. And now I'm actually threatening. Ooh, this cannot be good. This cannot be good. I mean, look at this. I don't know. I do not know. My opponent has opened up the e-file with his king and queen both on the e-file. That is not looking like a good situation. Yeah. I'm pretty sure my opponent had better. I think my opponent was maybe thinking of this, but also I have this. I have this. Yeah. That's going to be an issue. I can just right now play here, right? So they're up 3 pawns. Let's say they they come down here. So yeah, this is not good for my opponent because they can't block here. Yeah. Go here. This seems pretty juicy. All right, I have 4 minutes. What's the answer? What is the answer? Begin here. Can I make a threat? Because the obvious threat is here, right? But if I go here, then I'm blocking out these squares. And my opponent doesn't have any checks. So I can go here. And if here, I can go here. Put threaten on this, push, come back. Yeah, I'm just going to be playing kind of cat and mouse with this. Oh, this cannot be good. This cannot be good. Okay. Check. Here. Oh, check, and then here, right? Check, takes here. I think so. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. Check. Shit. Oh, wow. I totally didn't do that correctly. Let's see here. Check. Don't want my opponent to be able to go back there. So check. My opponent's stuck in the center. I feel like check. Oh yeah, that's I think I got the queen now. He's got to lose protection of the queen. Maybe the rook sack was just winning. I mean, it seems like it was. I imagine my opponent would resign here. Yeah. Okay, well, made a mistake, I guess. That's what the analysis is saying. So, all right, so let's go ahead and do this. I want to get a game review, but before that, let's go back here. And so all of this, I think, is pretty standard. I got to re-look at these lines. There's a chessable course that a friend of mine created. It's called Scandinavian Supercharged. Very incredibly detailed course. And Alex did a wonderful job with that course. And so he definitely will have this line, and all of his lines are very solidly computer checked and everything. But so this, I'm used to bishop c4 and then here, and then the line is this. They'll push, you'll take, and they're attacking you drop your queen back, and it gets dicey. I mean, it's not like black's just running away with an easy victory. But this game kind of shows the Scandinavian, although it gets a lot of flack. I mean, there's a lot of hate for the Scandinavian. But I feel like at my level and being a dad with 4 kids, I don't have time or interest to study the Najdorf or something like that. There are some openings that have always kind of been an attraction to me, but I like the Scandinavian in the sense that on move 1, I dictate the game. We're going e4, d5. After that, there's very little they can do besides just take. So yeah, so here I kind of was wondering what would happen. They're going to destroy my pawn structure. My opponent goes for this, dropping my queen back, takes here. This, I don't know if that seems a little passive. I think the best option is just get maybe the pieces out, castle, and my king's kind of stuck in the center. Even an early just push here, just I don't know if that is feasible. My opponent's protecting b2, but I'm never going to take with this kind of situation going on. There's very very specific situations where you would take on b2 anyway. So this, and then my opponent here, I was going to just castle here, and I didn't want to because I knew that this was probably coming. However, I was thinking maybe that my opponent was going to castle queenside, and I didn't want to castle right away because I thought maybe all this stuff would just gets dicey. But I played bishop h6, thinking, well, maybe I can stop him, hoping he would do something like this. I'll gladly trade off all the pieces in this kind of situation. White definitely seems to have the advantage. This, I think that was a mistake. I would like to look and see. I think this was a little premature, and it allowed me some counterplay. So knight b4, my opponent played knight d4, which was good. The threat is, like, for instance, if I what was I looking at? Oh, I was just thinking I could take the pawn. Well, obviously he takes here, and I'm pinned to my king. Not only that, he's attacking the bishop. That would have been a whole different video, that's for sure. We could have titled that one how to blunder at 9 o'clock at night when I'm recording this. So I castle queenside, and here this just cannot be right. I mean, this just can't be right. This has got to be. I'm curious what the computer says, but I would say that black is probably winning right now, because I'm going to get this open e-file. This king can't even castle to get out of the way, and this bishop's got like 2 moves before it can get out of the way, and so yeah, this is not good. E takes, bishop takes, queen here. Obviously, I can't take there. That was kind of my hope. I could start with this, but they just simply take, and then I'm losing the game. So I want to try to stop these escape squares. My opponent plays queen f3, plays here, and I played rook takes e2. I wonder what the computer says, because I think it might actually be the strongest move because of the follow-up. I was expecting this, and then this, but I'm sorry, this and then this, because of this protected, and winning the queen. But my opponent took with the king. I was able to. I did not want my opponent to escape to f1, so I played queen c4 check, stopping that. There's really only probably this move, king d8, king d1 is probably the best, but then rook takes d5, and yeah, I'm curious what the computer says, because I think this is probably, but that's just blunders, because losing the queen once he moves away. So okay, let's look at the game analysis, game review, and there you go. This you'll see in the game review. Chess.com is just giving away the brilliancy. Hey, thank you, Chess.com. You're making me feel good. We got a brilliant here. I can already see it. We got a brilliant here. But we're going to look at the analysis. I'm going to turn the lines off, and we're just going to go through here. So yeah, we're going to look at, before we look at this, look at the opening here. It looks like all this is standard. C6 is a move here, evidently probably the most popular. However, white scores better with c6, so e6 is the move. And knight e5 scores very well for white. Queen b6. Oh, sorry, knight. Oh, that was not what we were doing. That was not what we were doing in the game. It was knight e4, knight e4. I was thinking knight e5. So yeah, and queen b6, knight takes. All of this is really normal stuff. Bishop c4 is the opening move here, but yeah, this score's really good for white. So I got to look at this line in more detail, because this obviously can't be correct. So my opponent played bishop c3, knight c6, queen e2. This is an inaccuracy, it already looks like. Now you're seeing the evaluation bar move a little bit. Bishop h6. This is oh, hey, Blunder Town. I'm good at this. So, okay, actually, I'm going to turn on the lines right now, so that way we can see what the computer is suggesting instead. So going back here, so first of all, back to e6. It says that knight e4 is a mistake. And why is that? So here, bishop c4 is the recommended move. Makes sense. Get your pieces out. In that situation, I really almost have to drop back. Or actually, this one, I play bishop b4. So knight e4 is a mistake. Queen b6 is the best move. Knight takes, g takes, bishop c3. Wow, bishop c3 is actually, because I guess it's guarding here. I was just thinking bishop c4 the computer likes this. The computer is obviously very on the greedy side. Why can't this happen? Oh, look at that. I totally missed that. I totally missed that. Yeah. Well, that would be a great move, according to Stockfish. Thank you. And then this kind of situation, you're not worried about because this guards everything and black is up a pawn and just a really happy position. I mean, if you can get out of the, if you're guaranteed to get out of a Scandinavian middle opening and into the middle game with this kind of position, I will gladly take it. I mean, things like this, yeah, I would take this any day. So 94 is a mistake. It's tempting if you're white to play that because of this discovery and you think you're going to wreck the pawn structure, but hey, that is not always the case. So knight c6 is the best move in this situation. What was the other move I was looking at? I was looking at c6. That just doesn't doesn't develop. It's definitely a mistake. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so queen a2 is this is an inaccuracy. Why was bishop h6 a blunder town? That's what I want to know. Oh, because of the move my opponent plays. d5. d5, best move. And so then I play knight b4, which is also recommended by the computer. And here, oh, that's a good. Okay, this is interesting. Well, hey, wow. Guess what the best move is? Pause your video and see if you can just conjure up your idea of the best move in this position. Yeah, the only move, weirdly, that retains an advantage for white is this move, and you don't think it would be because you have this kind of stuff. So let's take a walk down Stockfish Lane and see what happens. Yeah, so that is probably a necessity to take. Actually, if you don't, it is outdown. Well, obviously this is double tax. So yeah, and then takes, and then here, and then here, here, here. Oh, wow, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Black has the bishop pair, 3-on-2, and solid. White has a very solid pawn structure. There's knight d4 is coming in, attacking these two guys. Yeah, knight d4, and kind of have to go. Oh, that's a hard move to see. A5, knight takes, and then e takes. Yeah, look at this. These beautiful pawns. Those beautiful pawns. Super powerful. Bishop d2, and then yeah, this is probably, I mean, it says very even, but I would imagine like grandmasters would look at this as white and say, yeah, I will take this every day and I will win. Now, am I going to do that? Probably not, but grandmasters will. We always think grandmasters think certain things. We just put stuff in their minds. If you're a grandmaster out there, tell me, are you really looking at this position and saying I could win at 10 out of 10 times? Is it as easy to win this as white as it is for us to win with a king and a queen versus a king? Those are questions. I have lots of questions. So knight d4 is a blunder. Okay, so I played here. The only move that keeps an advantage is the move that all of you discovered as you paused your video to ponder and to contemplate the. No, none of us did because I just threw the arrow up there. So knight d4, Blundertown was able to play the best move, which is just principled half the castle. Obviously, this. Look at that evaluation bar. That would not be good. Boom, boom. So what do? We castle, and this is a huge threat. My opponent plays. Here it's recommending g3. I just get the bishop out this way, but my opponent plays knight takes f5 and it says it's good, but I just now it's giving. Look at the evaluation. It's saying -4 already. This is just winning for black. So my opponent takes. So right here. I was thinking I should just play uh, rook h8. Okay. And my idea was this. Does that do anything? Queen takes b2. Because I was, this is kind of, wait, but can I just do this? It's saying bishop a3? Can't. It's just so weird. It is literally just giving black like a 2-pawn advantage because he's gonna get castled maybe. Okay, wow. I definitely would think this is like clearly winning, but I mean the material count, I'm only up a pawn. Look at that. I'm only up one. What is the, so these cancel each other out. Wow. So I'm up a queen for a bishop and a rook. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this is really not 7 pawns because I mean this is like one big fat pawn. Yeah, that's interesting. So a bishop and a rook for a queen, and I mean that's like kind of it's not it's like, you know, what is a queen, 8 or something like that, and a bishop and rook is kind of 8, but obviously it's worth more for the queen. That's interesting. That's interesting. These are the kind of evaluation you're like, I won the queen, game over, and it's not. There's a lot of fight. He's got the bishop pair and 2 rooks, and so yeah. So weirdly, all right, in this position, the computer evaluation is showing that my move, now it's saying it's the best, but according to the faster evaluation, the little game review, this is a mistake. And I'm like, what? That can't be a mistake. But it actually is the best move once the computer just kind of settles down. Like, just chill out, computer. It's saying that the best move is rook h e8. The second best move, actually. This is probably what the computer originally saw. And then here, the best move is bishop c3. But if not, when you play something like this, it's actually taking here. And that that just seems so wild. Is it, let's say they go here, and this is a mate, this is mate 10, because we all know that. Oh wow. Rook takes, queen takes. That is mate, my friend. Wow. Okay, okay. I see you. I see you, Stockfish. We said we're taking a stroll down Stockfish Lane, and a lot of sights to see around here, that's for sure. So yeah, queen takes, bishop, according to them, mistake. Definitely the move I would play 100 times out of 100 because let's just say I'm a human and not a computer. C3, forced. Queen A4 is a blunder. Whoa. Look at the eval bar. I literally like blundered away. My opponent right now can play a move that holds everything. Stop the video and see if you can see it. These are not easy ones to see. Then the answer is queen d3. And I guess the threat is just to take on f5 with check. And if I do what I would do in 90% of the games that I would play, I'm thinking I'm getting the rook here. Well, they're just getting this in. And if I play queen g4, attacking here and here, Stockfish is like all cool, calm, and collected and says, what you gonna do now? Exclaim. That's hard to see. I mean, that's hard to see. And here, the computer has zeros. So, yeah, look at this position right here. And what does this scream? Dead even. Call it a draw. GG. Yeah. I don't think my opponent or I would ever ask for a draw in this position in the history of ever. But the computer says it's a thing. So, yeah, I'm thinking like queen here. This is not good because of this. Wow, then white's doing better. But that's an interesting line, this idea of queen d3. So my queen a4 was a mistake. What was my best move in this situation? It's saying queen b6. Queen b6 is the best move, keeps my advantage. Tricky, because I'm getting this in soon. My opponent would have to play something like this, and then, wow, there's a killer move in this position. If you want to stop the video, you can stop it and try to guess it. Bishop d2 check. That's a very hard one to see. Because here takes, and things are just falling. Because this is, this is falling more than likely with check. If king d3 just takes, but like king here, now it's like we're back and forth, or taking here with check and then taking here. So yeah, bishop d2 check. Matter of fact, white's best move is just to like sidestep. Wow. Tell you what, you walk down the stockfish lane, you never know what you're going to find. These are some wild moves. Queen f3, big mistake by my opponent. I was able to play here, best move, and here. And here we go. Ready for it? Ready for the double exclam? Boom. Because I saw the whole thing the whole way. You know that's not true. I was recording. Because when my opponent played here, I was like, oh dear, I messed up. Well, thankfully, oh, painfulness. After this brilliant move of rook takes c2, double exclam. We're going to stop the video right here, and you guys are going to feel like, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about and played a good game. Yep, so we'll catch you later. No, that's not how the game ended. Yeah. So anyway, this next move, like, not a big deal. Look at that eval par. Look at that eval par. Now, rewind the tape. Whoops, what are we doing? Where are we at? We gotta mess this up. Let's go back. It's a boomer move right there. Boomer move. There we are. But we're going back with the game review. I don't know how to use a computer, evidently. Where were we? We were here. Rook takes e2 is a great move, according to the computer. But queen c4 is a blunder, because now with king d1, rook takes d5, which we were looking at. King c2, like, what is happening? Rook d2 check, king b1, and I play something like this, and my opponent just plays b3. I mean, I'm still up, but I mean, this is wild. Black is kind of like holding here. Like, he's somewhat holding. So, wow, my queen c4 was a blunder. Now, if you remember the game, I was looking at this. And if I would have played this, this would have been awesome, instead of the double exclam followed by the double question mark. That's what they say in chess. If you want to really impress people, do a double exclam and then the very next move, double question mark. I like a variety in life. Now, thankfully, my opponent did not play the most resourceful move. My opponent just quickly played queen d3. Look at this time waste. Let's see, I think he played it pretty fast. So 6:34 and then bam. So yeah, not very much time. Less than 10 seconds my opponent spent on that, 8 seconds, and I was able to not play a blunder and played this. And thankfully my opponent resigned at this point. So yeah, things are dicey. So yeah, there's that. So good game. A little bit to learn here in this game. First of all, know my openings a little bit better. But I think this right here is a good example of not freaking out when your opponent plays a seemingly strong move that's going to cause some damage in your position. Okay. And I also learned some things about calculation because I definitely did not calculate very well in this game. Now, I don't believe I did too bad. Obviously, I'm recording, so I'm talking more. I mean, if you look at the end of the game, I only had 2 minutes left compared to my opponent's 6.5 minutes. Yeah, so we're just going to leave with this random position on the board and just sign off here. Oh, wait, where'd this come from? Yeah. Hey, chess is a roller coaster. It's up and down. You know, you want to play a game, you think, wow, I think I played that really great. And thankfully, we have our ever knowing and ever honest friend, Stockfish, who says it was good, but it could have been a lot better. So yeah, we look at, it looks like the game review gave, those some solid numbers. My opponent played with a 64% accuracy, and I played with a 75% accuracy. So yeah, there's that. We did get another brilliant move. Thank you, chess.com, for giving them away. It's like Halloween candy. They're just giving it away, just handing them out for everybody. But we like it. I'm not saying anything negative. We love you, chess.com. Keep it up. Give us all those brilliant moves. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel like we know how to play chess. But in reality, we know that's not the case. Hey, thanks so much for watching. 3 days in a row, trying to make it a habit, posting videos, and we'll see how long this lasts. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you would like, if you made it this far, seriously, pat yourself on the back. Appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. It helps me out trying to get more subscribers. So as always, if there's any recommendations or constructive criticism, it's always appreciated. And if you just tell me things like don't play queen c4 check, double question mark, I'll be like, I agree with you. Thank you. All right. Have a good day. Bye.